Coach, we are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Red, 90, Wolf. Here we go. Back. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. No. Yep. Shoot. Stop. 58, the money. Hey, exit. Ready.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
80 weapon. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Big ass. Check the backer. He's crashing. He's checking crash. What happened?
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Hey, alert 3. Shot. Check 31. Safe. Alert flare. Zip. Alert 3.
They'll run on first down. It's Simpson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Hey, read. Here we go. Check. Lucky. Check 43. Watch that.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Keep calm. 132 fight. He's coming. We got double up. Leo. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Spawn. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1.
General, West. I need some therapy after this. Hey, switch gears. Lock it. 15. Check 15. Joker. Check. Ready.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Black, here we go, D. Get off the field. Here we go.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. From the red zone now, Winston. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
3rd and long for Winston. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. won, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Hey, watch it. Check four.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Quiet, 64, weak. He's checking. Crash. Check nine. You go tight. Go. You got tight right there. Ready, go.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Slam. Box shot.
They'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
And you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. On 2nd and 7, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, Winston. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
First and 10 at the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Chopper! Bam! Check. Kill. Ready?
Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Slam.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Gone. Under 10. Check. Fresno.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Set. Ready. 18, David. We want it. Come to my work. Deuce. Check 52. Switch. You're out. Check 26. 61. Matchbox. Light. Smoke. Go.
Back to throw here. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Kill. Squeeze. Get in there.
Back to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is Simpson with a catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10. Just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
On the double. Check 55 to rock. Come on, Gates. Let's go.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
At the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Check. Hot. Ready.
Another try for Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Tighten up. Check 37. Check 37. Hey, check 24.
Here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
A second down throw for Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Jameis now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they've expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Here we go. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. 22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. Make these babies cry all the way back home.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Well, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think
into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. Yeah, how does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 63 yards. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Winston now. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That one goes for 30 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Tucker with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense? Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. Roses now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Roses on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now a run with Mack. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Now Winston taking a shot for Samuel. It got his man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. From the gun, Winston. Past the 20. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down.
Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This a give to Mack running to the right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set and Lobo. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Say, you're out.
Back back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Catch made by Slayton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
A first down carry from Barkley. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Baby.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
He's coming. We got to double up. Jet, ready, go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
That's it, baby. That's it.
4th and 1.
Recon, 132 fight. Yeah, Mike. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check nickel. General, West.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them. With just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. 50, check 50. Joker, 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 joker. Check, 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 check.
Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. I got it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Lock it.
On the run, it's Barkley. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
60, orange. Fire, 64, weak. Out. Check 3, check 3. 25, check 25, check 25. Twist. Yeah. Rush in. Ready.
Again, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Loss of 2 brings up third and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? Third and 4.
Check 4. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. He's checking. Crash.
This is Barkley. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
You got crack right there. Slam. Check safety. Yes.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Check 3, check 8. Check 6, check 6. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check, check. Check. Check, 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 check.
Now it's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay,
and that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Winston. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yep.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Winston to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
At the 29-yard line.
Let's go, D.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape.